Welcome or welcome back to the channel. As always, thank you for being here and striving with me to recognize the fact of the one humanity. In the ancient wisdom tradition, the masters of the wisdom are conduits of light. They radiate and magnetize others who recognize in them what they are awakening to within themselves, which is the reality of the soul or consciousness, the unity of all life. They stand in a long line and tradition from ancient times to the present. There are always masters among us. Masters of the wisdom do not usurp individual authority. Their radiance, their example, their directedness, pointing always ahead to something greater than themselves, is what attracts and magnetizes, again, all who can see. Masters of the wisdom do not seek to master others. They master themselves, and in doing so, become a radiant, magnetic light for others to follow. The Christ, who in the ancient wisdom tradition is called the Master of Masters, demonstrated this during his life. When he said, "Follow me," he pointed to something greater than himself. In the long history of humanity, there is an unbreakable chain leading from the transcendent God into the many varied manifestations and diversity of the forms, including humanity. Each of us who are awakening to ourselves as souls have the ability to consciously become masters of the wisdom. It is a difficult and arduous journey, but it is the goal for the one humanity, made up of many lesser lights embodied within ever greater light. All of manifestation is light. At the end of this journey, whenever that is, these lights unitedly will be once again absorbed in the spirit, or in the one life, which we call God. Within the planetary hierarchy, masters of the wisdom connect us to the greater light in which we live and move and have our being. They are essentially the pathway in the grand scheme of human life upon this planet. It can be easy to see that over time, humanity would otherwise lose its way without reminders of the past set before us, without masters of the wisdom coming forward to point the way. Even then, our short-term memory often fails us. We consistently get derailed, but these reminders persist. And cyclically, new reminders, new avatars, new beings come into existence in order to sound the particular note of the time. Each of these is consistent with the human development that is necessary, that leads us one step closer to our ultimate goal, which is the unification with the one life. Masters of the wisdom exist upon one or other of the seven rays. Within this tradition, these masters stand as lights, guides upon the pathway of life for all of humanity. They have all been human beings at one time or another. Some are in incarnation, others are not, yet subjectively they are unified in the one work leading humanity forward to an objective manifestation that reveals the beauty of God. Masters of the wisdom do not seek followers, they seek workers and bearers of light. Their goal is to awaken all of humanity to the light that exists in us. They reveal this in themselves to inspire our own development and movement in the direction of more freedom, more beauty, more joy. There is a hierarchy upon this planet that is very different than the hierarchies that are man-made. The hierarchy upon our planet is dedicated to the common good. As we awaken to this within ourselves and become conscious souls, we too become members of this hierarchy. We can add to the quota of the one work something that is within us that only we can give. Each of us is destined to self-mastery. Each of us is destined to become a light in this dark world. Each of us can learn to give our all in service to the common good. We are the new group of world servers. As we learn to love and serve the common good, we too become a light in the world. It is the cooperation of the many lights that will allow the true planetary hierarchy to bring restoration and renewal to this world. That is our present goal. That is what we must keep at the forefront of all of our prayers, worship, meditation, and contemplation. Each day, we move nearer the recognition that we are, in fact, on our way to becoming masters, first and foremost, of ourselves, and eventually capable of shining a great, radiant, and magnetic light as the masters of the wisdom do, leading us ever forward into new possibilities. As members of the new group of world servers, we become the collective and collaborative light, translating the activities and the knowledge of the masters of the wisdom for the common good. It is through us that the planetary hierarchy and the masters of the wisdom bring forth the renewal, the restoration, the revival, and the ultimate salvation of humankind and of the planet as a whole. It is through us and our conscious membership within the new group of world servers that life goes on, that humanity matures, that we stand within the microcosm, capable of handling planetary energies that allow us to be stewards of all life upon this planet, that brings constant renewal, constant reinvigoration, constant revival, representing ever greater truth and beauty in objective manifestation. That is the work for the new group of world servers, in touch as we are, consciously or unconsciously, with the masters of the wisdom. Namaste.